Operating in the shadows.
My name is Xavier, and welcome to a very light troop column. So, the plan here is we get some elevation, we use our sharpshooters, we shoot very sharply, and we win. First, though, we need to scouty McScouts a lot. Looks like I'm not too... You know what? Let's do this. Let's grab myself here. I have a SMG. Apparently, yeah, this rubble you can't walk in for whatever reason, which is interesting, but it's always there. Want to move out, look to the left. It looks fairly clear, so I'm going to go out to the right over here. Try to look into this area there. We see nothing. All right, well, with all this being the case, I'll move myself there. If we see nothing, I'm going to get on the roof ever so slightly. 1, 2, 3. Looks good. Mitch, you can go there. Perfect. And Juan right there. Great. I see a civilian just inside that window. Going to keep that in mind for future reference, but for right now, we do the same thing we always do. Hunt the command pod, burninate them, and a profit. So, let's go. See nothing. There should be 10 to 12 enemies. This looks all pretty clear. A bunch of guys down there talking. Aha! That's a Codex and a Archon. That's interesting. So, Codexes are much more likely now. Actually, they're forced on some troop columns in 1.5. So you're very likely to see them this late in the campaign. In fact, the crash I had... Ooh, there we go. Perfect. There's the troop column. Anyway, the crash I think that's the troop column. Or it's just 3... Nope, that's the troop column. 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 3 advents generally going to be the troop column. Also here, an Archon in the back, 8, 9, 10. So that's everything the... not an Archon, an Andromedon. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's got to be only 2. An Andromedon plus something else. Somewhere in the distance. Anyway, as I was trying to say, the codexes will be much, much, much more common in 1.5.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Particularly with regards to troop columns. So what I want to do... Let me think here. I think I want to move up here. I don't... Let me take a look at this vision here. Preview movement of the Codex. They can't get so far. They can get to this hubcap thingy, which is right here. Okay, they can't spot me. The troop column is moving towards me. I'm not sure which side of the vehicle I think is best here. I'm going to say... I think they were moving out to the right, so I'm going to go to the right side then. And then we'll pray for the ambush. Let's get Wilhelm up in position here to do the stuff he does very soon. And Juan and Mitch neither have Lone Wolf, so it doesn't really matter. I'll move Juan a little bit closer since he doesn't have death from above. He might need the extra range. I don't really even care about concealment here very much. I'll move Christine back a little bit, but this is pretty much everything on the map. And we're probably going to activate it all right now. But anyway, yeah, the crash I had a few troop columns ago, and this is perfect, was the result of the codexes not spawning properly. So after this mission, I have another troop column to gear up. Oh, that's actually not perfect, because they're a really wide cone. Huh, but it's actually sort of perfect because now they've line of sight hacked themselves out of my vision. Unless I do... No, never mind, I do see them 41-27. Anyway... Finishing my thought from like 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 1 minute ago, and 30 seconds ago. I need to remember to bring a Skulljack to the next mission after this. That's what I mean to do. I can burn 5 of them, or I could burn... I could tag that guy. I could burn 6 of them, but only 5 of their tiles, and leaving the sergeant and the officer alone, and I'd also be activating over here. I feel like I have to do this because they're walking towards me. They may activate... it's now or never, and so here we go! Right off the bat, Burnination! I hope very many fires. This is a full-on M3 pod here, with an M2 gauntlet, not the best. Burn for 7, burn for 5, no fire, no fire, burn for 7, fire, that's 1. Burn for 3, no fire, burn for 4, no fire, and burn for 3, no fire. So 1 fire total. Hopefully we get a lot more when they run. Oh, there we go, panic though, thank the heavens for that. Box! And another one on... Wow, that was the worst burnination of my life. I only burned 2 things, and I panicked 1. That is, like, Well, I guess I panicked 2, and they are standing in the open. They will stand in the open for 1 more turn, and I guess it was the Shield Bearer and the Stun Lancer, the 2 that can really screw us over. These 2 guys back here are going to be a huge, colossal issue. The officer will probably move and mark or something like that. It wasn't that bad. I guess we also burnt the rockets here. It's the sentry, the gunner, and the sergeant that are going to be a problem. However, Wilhelm is right here, and he can probably shut down 65%. I suppose I also did not activate the Archon, even though I thought I would. I have no idea how I lost line of sight on it. I'm hesitant to go up here, but at the same time, I feel like if I do, I can kill this thing, and if I don't, it's kind of a risk, so let's go for it. Hopefully I don't activate very close, but nope, we don't. Toss up a Fortified, now's the best time for it. Rapid fire, 99% Wilhelm rapid... Wait, what? Not rapid. 99% flanking with 32% crit. That's actually really low, but regardless, let's go for it. Wilhelm, lock it down. God, if you could crit that just once and kill this guy, combat rush, ahoy. Damn it, nope. No such luck today. Hit for only 8 and 5 because we grazed. We grazed? Okay, let's think about this for a second. 99 locked on would have given me another plus 10. That was 109%. 109% to hit and 1% to graze, and we grazed. Wonderful. We also had 32% to crit on both of those, but no one seemed to care much about that. All this being the case, what really matters out here is probably the sentry. 98, 85, 83, 80. Interest. Juan, what can you do? I suppose what I could have done is, like, triple rapid target it, but I wanted to save it. Let's toss up Fortify for Juan here. I'm not really sure what to do. I think I'm just going to have Juan try to execute this guy right in front of him. Let's see what his odds are. 55%! That's unbearably bad. Unbearably bad. Wow. He does have grenades, though, but if we're spread out like this, he can't really do much. He might move and flank. I guess I have to do it. It's really, really, really awful, but you know what? We're gonna have to go for it. I don't know which one he is. Let's find him. He moved. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Rapid target. Wow. Not the best activation in the world, but whatever. Where the heck's the guy I want to shoot now? Is he all the way at the end again? Yes, he is. 70% Juan Pablo, 80% with Graze. Even a Graze should do it. Please don't miss, though. Awesome. M3 Sergeants are terrifying. We did Graze, but he is dead. So now it's a matter of we're going to leave the Officer uncontrolled, the Gunner, or the Sentry. And what does Mitch actually have the best odds of killing? 98, 98, okay, 85. But our chance to crit that, or kill that rather in one shot, is basically 0. I could try to Kubi-Killy it. No, I couldn't. Oh, yes, I could, because... No, I can't, because he doesn't have any damage, right? It only works on things that are damaged. Like the Grenadier, 98-75, but who cares, because he's not, like, a big concern right now. Rocketeer, also not a big concern. Elite Gunner, 62. Sentry, 60. Interesting. I'd have to crit these guys, 60% to Kubi-Killy him, or I could just precision shot them. Then again, I might need the precision shot for the other doofus when it comes out. Elite Gunner or Sentry. 83, 80, 70% to crit. If we do crit, it's a guaranteed death. I think the Sentry's the bigger threat here. So let's go for it. Mitch, precision shot, 80% with 70% to crit. Please hit them both to execute M3 Sentry. Yep, perfect.
I definitely got that one.
Critical hit and a death from above. Well, this is a fascinating turn of events, all things considered. We're probably going to need to move up Christine a little bit here, so the second these things come out and see what's going on and activate, we'll be ready to play.
Scanning.
I'll play with them to some extent. God, that's a lot of HP to chew through. Look at these guys. Panic, panic, burn for 1. The other guy burned for 1. We actually have a lot of stuff to kill, like, very, very, very quickly. These guys are going to activate. Yep, Archon and Codex. Not super excited about this. Rocketeer's gonna actually move to a super annoying place that really sucks. Here comes the Grenadier. Okay, I don't know why he's YOLOing. Why? What the hell are you guys doing? There goes my concealment. I guess that's okay. Blade Storm, hit for 4. Graze, 86% with a stun sword. Wonderful. And now he's going to move and mark me. What the hell? I've never... They seem to know where concealed soldiers are. Oh, look at this. 17% hit for 8 through high cover and smoke. No problem, Traverse Fighter. And then he goes into Sentry or whatever, and then here comes the Codex, also shooting me through the high cover and the smoke, 22% hit. Wonderful. And then the turret's gonna come over here and shoot Mitch. Looks like it also hit 42%. Well, the one thing I wanted to do is play this mission to get myself out of it, and here I am, unable to even do anything because I'm suppressed, and bad things that are abound, rather. 100% Archon, 60% to crit. It has no damage. We might be able to Kubi-Killy it if I tried really, really, really hard. Is it possible that Wilhelm could kill something, combat rush everyone, move down here with implacable, execute guy? That's really kind of important. Wow. 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 Okay. Suddenly I'm realizing this is, like, horrific. Absolutely horrific. Could I just, like, straight up murder this codex? Nope, not even close. Alright, the gunner needs to be dealt with somehow. Juan, do you have the ability to deal with that gunner? 100%, 100%, 89%, 100%, 75, 60. Nope, you definitely don't. You definitely can't deal with the codex either. Basically can't deal with anything. I think a 75% here might be the smartest move. Oh, I should have used holo targeting. Forgot all about it. 100%, 100% Mitch. 100, 100, 98, 83, 83. All right, I think we have to do this with Mitch. It's very likely to kill him. Let's go for it, Mitch. 83%. Please kill Gunner, or at least graze him, and free me up to do something. Nice, he's dead.
If there's something, it has to be dead.
All right, that means I can at least do something with my turn, which is very good. I'm not sure exactly what it is, though. First, Wilhelm's got to kill something to get implacable. Then he's got to move down here and execute this Rocketeer. The Rocketeer cannot be allowed to shoot a rocket. So in order for that to happen, we need to shoot something that we're not going to kill, which looks like a 23 HP Stun Lancer with Juan. If he crits this, he will actually not kill it. Well, he could kill it if he high rolls it, but Juan, Pablo, please don't kill the Stun Lancer. We do indeed have to set this up for Wilhelm or else. Nice, 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 Juan. The one time I don't want you to kill something, you don't, and you leave it just low enough that Wilhelm should have 100%, no problem. Elite Lancer, he's dead. Great. Awesome. That's going to give us a bit of the combat rush noise, but I think we already had... No, there's combat rush, but it's only on Juan? Interesting. I thought it was a longer range. I guess it's only 7 tiles or some such. Let's move down here now with the Implacable with Wilhelm and execute this Rocketeer before he knocks us off this roof. And horrendous things happen. 100% rapid fire. Boom, boom, dead. Okay, didn't even need the rapid fire. One shot's good enough. So, the shield bearer is going to move and shield. That's not a huge concern. The Archon probably is going to do who knows what. Could I burn back this way at these two? I actually could, but don't forget the Grenadier is burning right now, and you can't reapply burning. And I don't think it stacks up, although someone at one point said that it did, but why would I trust random someone? I have no idea. Makes no sense to me. I suppose Christine could come out here and slice this thing from maybe that tile there. Yeah, that would work. Okay. And then engage a combatives duel with it. Let's toss up a body shield relative to, I guess, the turret. That makes a lot of sense. Then we'll flesh out here. Pray we don't activate whatever the other pod is. We'll come right there with the cover against the Archon. 72% with Lone Wolf. Deal some damage. Hopefully set it into a frenzy and make it very mad so it tries to fight her with swords. Slice and a dice. Very nice. That's good enough probably for a frenzy. I think. I don't know. Oh, we did activate the pod. Wonderful. So we got Archon, and we also have Little Dooford. I guess I could have went around. Honestly, I thought it was a totally different direction, but whatever. She's standing in the open with a body shield up, and that's about it. This could be very painful. I think the thing did just go on Frenzy, but I'm not 100% sure if that's true. This is going to be a painful mission. A very painful mission. How far over here can I get this to go? Exactly where I need it to go. So 2 tiles away would not work for me. I could move here. If I burn straight forward 2 tiles, can I hit the ground? According to this, I can. So why don't I do that, get slightly better cover. The Codex is going to teleport out someplace and disable, like, the whole squad. Okay, right, there we go. I can step backwards and double burnination both of these clowns. Hopefully set the Grenadier on fire. Or the Grenadier's tile on fire. It looks like I might have. We at least set the officer on fire. Nice! We panicked him! That's the result we needed. That's Papa Steady here with Mitch, and that's that. Everything on the map is active. Ooh, that panic, though. Very, very, very pro. These two guys are out. Shield Bearer has his panic removed. He's probably going to move and shield now. And then we still have 4 more things plus the turret, and Christine's just standing in the open. Okay, drone shoots and hits. 36%. She's disoriented and evasive is gone. Wonderful. There comes the melee attack, but she's disoriented now, so she couldn't use the combatives. Hit for 1, hit for 1. All right, Codex moves over and does a side disable. That's fine by me, actually. That's probably the best possible result I could have imagined. Now it's just the Andromedon, which hits like a truck, and it's probably going to shoot her, I think. Shield Bearer moves over and does throw up a shield, as predicted. Andromedon moves up a little bit. It's going to oh, no, goes in Overwatch. Turret, she has a body shield against, and doesn't matter. 66% hit. Wow.
Do that then.
Fascinating event turn of. So, Mitch, we have 100% on the officer, 100% on the Archon. It does have a shield, though. 100% on the drone, 100% on the turret, 98% over here. He'll probably burn or panic to death or something like that, and an 80% over there. I could also do some kind of Kubi-Killy. 60% crit, though, not very good. 70% crit on the officer, don't care. Don't care about that. Ooh, 58% on that guy. Do I want to do this or just go for a regular shot? I have 58% to execute a shield bearer. That sounds kind of cool, right? But a regular shot would be anything I want. In this case, I guess it might actually make some sense since he can't kill anything else. But before we commit to it, let's see what we can do over here. Wilhelm can go for a flank on that shield bearer for sure. And he can also shoot the Archon, and from where he is, he only has a 49%, so it probably makes sense to move, flank, and double rapid fire. All the civilians, get the hell out of town, friend. It's not safe here. 79% rapid fire Wilhelm from behind. Awesome. Do it again. A little bit harder this time. Nope, not good enough for a kill, but good enough for a lot of damage. 5 and 11, and the first thing had to go through the ablative as well, so that's probably like 10 and 11. Interesting. I wonder now how far this explosion is. If the explosion comes up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I thought, so it's not going to hit the shield bearer. Christine is kind of, like, locked down here by that Andromedon, which concerns me greatly. I do have phosphorus. It is entirely possible that I could hit everything here, shred all of their armor, force them all to move, and some other stuff. Is this better than a rocket, though, for the time being? Because a rocket would just blow their cover up and leave them exposed and actually enable me to maybe Kubi-Killy them. All right, I think the rocket is the smarter thing in this case. Actually, no, 4 to 9. What does my Rouse do? Rouse doesn't do nothing anymore. 2 to 6. But also, these things have armor, and we're going to shred, like, 1 point of armor. You know what? I don't think it's worth it. Let's toss out the rocket. We'll toss it right in the middle here and pray that we hit all the stuff, particularly break the Overwatch from the Andromedon. Well, I guess that's the only thing we did. So there's that, at least. Now, Andromedon, 100% to hit, 100% to crit. You know what this means? Mitch can guarantee that that thing dies, but then who deals with the Archon? Probably a better question is, who cares? What are we going to do with Juan? Why shoot Archon? I think we want to shoot the shield bearer, right? 65%, 75 with Graze? I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, let's go for it. Juan Pablo, 75% with Graze. Let's shut it down. We don't have to worry about ablative anymore. Oh, nope. Swing and a miss. Wonderful. All right, well, I think I have to do this with Mitch. It's too good of an opportunity. 100%, 100%. They're 29 damage hit. Mitch, bam. Okay. Actually used Kubi-Killy for the first time ever. Executed. Repeater, 0%. Looks like it dropped a couple of things on the ground there, which is interesting, but not altogether relevant. Pop a steady weapon. We did clear the Overwatch, so Christine can move now. We got to get out of here. Where to move to is a better question. I wouldn't mind grabbing this loot and then, And then, would it be possible? No, I couldn't slice anymore if I did grab the loot. If I ran over here and sliced the officer right now, we're right next to the turret. And she's already pretty wounded, and all these things can flank. Going after the Codex is not a smart move. Coming over here and slicing into the open where she's flanked is not a smart move. Then again, I could come here, get the cover, grab the loot, and slice the officer all in one fell swoop. And she'll have a decent ability to do stuff. Unfortunately, we can't do that right because she can't flesh because of the stupid drone disorients. Like 30%. God, that thing sucked. And she doesn't have Reaper yet, so we can't do that either. All right, well, I can only move and slash then, or I can run. And it seems like the only things I can slash are not worth slashing. So let's run. Oh wait, we did pull an Overwatch from the turret. Oh, forgot all about that. Not that it made any difference. I couldn't do anything about it anyway. 56% turret, swing and a miss. This guy burns for 3. And is he still burning? He's no longer burning. Elite Officer is still burning. So there's the explosion right on the Archon. Hits for 5 and 2. Unfortunately, it had to go through all of his ablative, or it would have done a whole lot more damage. Shield better moves around, repositions, shoots at Christine in the high cover. Of course, 13% hit. Let's see, drone. What are you up to? You gonna come over here and stun me so I can't do my fun fire times? Yep, you sure are. 12% hit. Archon, wonderful. Now you're gonna melee again. Nothing we can do about it because Combatants is shut off from all these stuns. Swing and a hit for 4, 81%. Archon teleports over here. Please don't shoot at Christine. Oh, you're gonna shoot, aren't you? Oh god, this could be the end of her once again. Hit 76%, but luckily she's still not down, taking the beating of a lifetime. The beating of a lifetime. Andromedon runs out. Officer runs out. Weird place for him to go. This guy moves back, and Overwatch's turret now is going to shoot at Wilhelm of all odd things. And swinging a 36% hit. All right. Well, all these things being said, what the heck now? What the heck now? Well, I'm right here, and I'm disoriented, so I can't do a frigging thing. That's awesome. Wilhelm, you're over there. Could you actually kill the Codex in one shot? You got a free reload, let's pop it. We got to get rid of that shield, though. Oh, damn it. Juan, you have to reload. So if we're going to kill that, I think it's going to have to be either with Mitch or with Christine running out there, but she can't do it either, once again, unless we use an incendiary grenade. The incendiary grenade might be best served. No, the officer's still burning. That's not a good place to throw it. As long as she doesn't get disoriented again, she should be able to lock down this thing indefinitely. What a mess this is. This is not at all what I wanted to have happen here. I wanted to free people up to bring them to the next mission, and it looks like that's not what's happening in the slightest. Although, to be fair, I think the AI has hit 100% of everything it's done. So that has had a dramatic impact in the results here. Wow, I just can't do anything. I just can't do anything. Can we kill the Codex with Mitch? Probably not. Well, maybe if we make it move. The shield has to go... Mitch could at least shut down the shield bearer. Juan has to reload and then hollow target. Alright, Juan, let's reload. I think what we're going to do is... Okay, before we do it, let's grab Mitch. Let's shoot the shield bearer. We got to get rid of the shields here. We got to get rid of the Codex. It's the biggest threat. It can teleport anywhere and kill anyone whenever it pleases. So Mitch, cross map, 93 with 71% to crit. Shut it down. Even a graze. Okay, we're guaranteed a graze. We're guaranteed to kill. He's dead. Great. No more shields. So that's something at the very least. We'll toss up a steady now. And Juan, I'm pretty sure... Wilhelm, what's your damage with rapid fire? 7 to 12 times 2. That's 14 minimum. You should be able to execute this Codex if you can hit it. But to hit it, you got to come all the way back there to crit it at a kind of a weird range. So let's... The alternative is to stay where we are and shut down some of these things. But you know what? We're never going to have a better opportunity than the present to do this. So Wilhelm, move back here. Before I hollow target, let's see what your odds are. 100%, actually 84%. Interesting. Let's make that 100% again by hollow targeting the Codex. Bam. Actually, let's make it 99%. But we also get +1 damage on both shots from the vital point targeting. Fantastic. And Wilhelm, 100% with 38% to crit, 8 and 8. So you should be able to do this unless you double min roll or grace. Number 1, and 2. Nice.
Not too shabby.
Okay, and then we get Implacable to get ourselves back in position to help out for the next turn. That's actually really cool. Now then, it looks like we've got a mess of stuff going on. And really, what can be done about it? Well, as long as Christine doesn't get disoriented again, she can fight this Archon. Then again, if Battle Frenzy runs off, it'll shoot her and she's dead. We could throw out the Incendiary here, take care of the stupid guy with 1 HP, but that seems like the biggest waste of time ever for 1 HP in the history of the universe. All this stuff's going to come at me, and it's going to hurt very, 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 very badly. So I think I don't have any choice here. I think what I have to do is deal with this Archon one way or another. And I gotta run with my own character through the Overwatch. Do I run through the Overwatch? No. I think Battle Frenzy lasts 1 extra turn. Just in case, let's toss a Body Shield up against the Archon. That'll be the first action. Second action, make sure we can throw the fire... Nope, I can't even hit the guy over there that I wanted to hit with the fire grenade. I can either throw it at the officer or no one. Or I suppose the Archon, but that's not going to make any difference. And we know we're at the very least going to spend her first action to slash the Archon 50%, 6 to 10. Maybe she can stun it with the stun sword. Hit for 9. That's actually really awesome, but... Oh, it wasn't in Battle Frenzy, and now it is. Oh, thank God. We don't have to worry about that then. Let's throw out the fire grenade on the officer just for more damage, even though it's already on fire. Hit for 6, which is surprisingly low. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. All right, let's run back here. Okay, let's run through the smoke. That's where I'm going to pull the Overwatch, and I'm going to go back there. I think it's the smartest move, even though I'm running an Overwatch. If I hunker, I'm going to get hit by too many things. Great, we've moved a little bit. Officer burns to death. Fantastic. Drone's going to move out, probably stun me, but at least I'm behind the full cover, so that's okay. I was disoriented and kind of useless anyway. Yep. Here comes the Archon, Blade Storm. Oh, swing and a miss, 33%. That's surprisingly horrific. Also, though, combatives. Oh, fantastic. Hit for 9. Thank the Lord for that. And also, the body shield didn't really need to be used there. It was like an insurance thing. I'm a little worried about this, but it is a melee thing. So worst case, it comes over and punches me. Best case, it comes over and dies. Okay, hit for 5. Graze. It had to double move to do this, though. So it can't really do anything. Turret, please don't kill someone like Mitch. Okay, turret, swing and a hit on Mitch, 42%. Wow. Fascinating turn of events here. Wilhelm, where are you? You're over there. You can very likely kill all of this stuff. We're losing loot left and right, which I don't like. But I think we can finish the mission up right now. So let's go 91%. Even with the graze, the Archon should be dead. Okay.
Did you see something here?
That's going to give us double the Leaderium cores. Fantastic. We also have Implacable, Rapid Target. We could kill the Andromedon now as well. Alternatively, is there some way I could use Christine here to kill the Grenadier? Let me think. How many shots do I have? I have 2 shots. What are my odds? 100%, 100%, 100%, 80% with Mitch. Juan Pablo has a 60%. So this is what we need to do. Juan, what's your chance of killing this drone? Actually, very bad. Very bad. Mitch, what's your chance of killing the drone? You have a 75... Oh, you have aggression. You're almost certain to kill the drone. Okay. I gotta kill all these things right now, I think. The Archon, or the Andromedon's gonna try to melee Christine, and while she can no, it's an AoE attack, isn't it? So it doesn't work, combatives, I think? She'll get a Blade Storm, but that's it. Wilhelm could move up and execute that guy. Someone's gonna have to execute this doofus. I think Christine's probably the best bet for that. 79%. That's pretty good. But then who's gonna kill this guy out there, the Grenadier? 60%. That's a 70%. Ooh. With Graze. All right, here's how we do it, I think. Juan Pablo, rapid target the heavy grenadier. Before we continue, maybe that wasn't the smartest move. Maybe I should have rapid targeted this thing. Let's do this. Double slice, 79%. Hit for 7, awesome. Maybe we can continue that and just down it, not have to worry about it. Another 79%, 6 to 10. If we don't graze... Oh, okay, 89% miss, rather. Well, I now have 1, 2, 3 people to kill 3 things. Everything has to hit. Mitch can kill that. Juan Pablo can kill that. All right, let's go for it then. At the very least, Mitch can pretty much guarantee this thing dies with a precision shot. 100%, 100%. Mitch, Hunter Drone, 14 damage. No problem. It's dead. God, this is like dicey.
I got it, right?
And now then, the moment... Actually, no. Hollow target doesn't stack, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't, so... If I were to do that, it wouldn't make any difference. Then again... I may as well try it. I hope it doesn't overwrite it. I guess we'll find out. Mitch, bam, throw a hollow target up on that grenadier. I suppose actually technically Juan could shoot the thing over here 100%. Right. I'm just like not thinking correctly. And we could come out here with Wilhelm and execute that and we win. Okay, we're fine. Everything's good. 100% to hit. No problem. Boom, we win. I just got a little bit worried there about action economy because it all had to be right. And the Wilhelm, just move up to where you can see it for sure. Great, that's where that is. And 100%, it's dead. Mission over.
Impressed yet?
Whew, okay, well, I'm not going to have myself for the next mission. Christine's going to be out for kind of a long time. Looks like Mitch even took a bit of a beating there. Luckily, Wilhelm will be ready, so there's that much at the very least. What a mission. That was all M3 pods, though. All M3 pods. Plus, I'm pretty sure those early disorients from the drone and that activation were really bad. Like locking down combatants and other such. Regardless, it's done. We'll move on to the next troop column, where I have to remember to bring a skulljack to jack the codex. Just like I remembered to start talking about it 6 different times and never quite finished any one of them. Key All-Star MVP player, I think, is going to have to go to Christine for taking 4,982 shots and somehow still surviving, distracting the entirety of the enemy for quite a while there. It definitely, I mean, Wilhelm did okay. He, killed a couple guys on his side of the map, but that's really pretty much all he did. I just got wounded and couldn't really finish up things. I hit a lame rocket, 1 burnination, like probably the worst one I've ever done. Mitch got hit for no particular reason across the map by a turret. Turrets are, like, more damaging than anything else I've noticed. Juan did pretty good, though. I don't know. It was, kind of, like, all around not the best performance. Codex Brain 1. Hair Trigger, or Advanced Scope, Advanced Autoloader, Perception 5, 2 Elerium Cores, 5 Troopers, 1 Stun Lancer, more shields, 1 Shield Bearer. Hey, another Archon? Yes, awesome. We can make super swords. Someday. Probably not for a long time. Officer, Drone Wreck, Andromedon. Awesome. We can make the overpowered Hollow Targeter, I think. Turret Wreck, 10 alloys, 11 Elerium, 50 supplies. Well, can't complain about all that. Reduced Will Christine from taking a huge clobbering. Why do I have this going on? Oh, did I not promote her or something? I think that's actually true. Yep. Promote Soldier. Ooh. She has decent mobility. She's an bad aim. Hit and run's probably more useful to get the occasional, yeah, once again, she's like, nope. I think it's just, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do hit and run, sounds good, awesome. Now, I have to go gear up another troop column. This time I have to remember to bring a thing with me. 5 days, 12 hours. And here's the squad. The Dandy Doofuses, led by the Infiltrator, Danny himself. We have Josh Ross, Wilhelm, Vince, Juan Pablo, triple sharpshooters, the Server Cat, and Freytag. And somehow, magically, I can fit all 7 of these people in this mission and only take 5 days, 8 hours to hit 100% infiltration? That's insane. That is completely and utterly insane. I don't know if Josh really needs Since we're bringing Juan on this one, the elite scope, let's go back to the elite laser sight for this. And then in terms of everything else, Wilhelm, you're looking pretty good. Coil gun, SMG, Freytag. You have the hacky thing I was talking about before. Basic SMG. I could even do more if I had suppressors. Do I have any suppressors? Elite scope. Advanced scope. Advanced laser sight. Laser. Now I have no suppressors. Somehow I'm just not getting suppressors. I have a million everything else. Why don't we check everyone else then? Elite scope on Juan. Looks good. Vince, I think you have entirely different stuff though, right? Elite hair trigger, yep. Wilhelm, what do you have? You use an advanced scope. All right, you can have an elite scope. Awesome. I mean, your aim's already ridiculous, but hey, why not? Anything else to build or buy or bring or do? Do I have any shred? This is Talon rounds. I have Dragon rounds. It looks like I don't have any shredder whatsoever. Shredder whatsoever? Oh no. What did I do there? Not sure what to do with the EMP grenades. I might be able to... They reduce hacking, don't they? And I have one. I could bring... Ooh, I can bring Mine Shield. I can make these now. Also, we can build a Neuro Whip. Wow. Grants a bonus to Psi abilities. I don't know what the bonus is. I think it's like plus 10, isn't it, to hit or something? It sounds really good. Could Server Cat use that instead of an acid grenade? I guess we have that for shred. We could. We do have who else could carry the acid grenade? I don't really know. Kind of no one. I think Wilhelm should have Shredder, though, instead of AP. It probably makes more sense at this point in the campaign. Shredder rounds, we'll build one of you. We'll trade you out for this thing here. Range, robotic damage 5, radius 3 mode. That sounds like awful, but I'm pretty sure it reduces hacking. No, not AP rounds. Bloody hell. Can we go for Shredder round? I can't remember what blue screen or EMP grenade does. I was just looking at it. Who would even be able to use it, though? Maybe Freytag, but we'd have to drop off his healing thing. You can't do that. Server Cat needs the shred. I think I want... Do I want the battle scanners? Do I care? Not really. Let's grab an EMP grenade. If there's like a Sectopod or something, or a Gatekeeper, maybe we can use it against it. I don't know. We'll see how it works. And then everything else looks good. Okay, this mission is pretty decked out, really. Lots of weird stuff. Talon rounds, EMP, mag pistol, shredder, dragon rounds, acid grenade, hazmat, ablative, medkit, like all this weird stuff I've never even bothered to use before. Freytech, do you have your advanced gremlin? You do. Vince, should we give you an advanced gremlin? I don't think it really makes any difference because you never use it for anything, so no. And that's good. Off we go.
Deployed.
And were we busy doing something over here? Nope. Eastern US is 7 strength now. Wow. Okay, back to East Africa.
Course for East Africa.
Strength seems to be out of control all around the world. Let's scan a little bit. Victor Pang has recovered. We got a new mission up here. 4 hours for a jailbreak. Sorry, whoever you are in this mission, you're not getting rescued in 4 hours, especially with a moderate... Okay. It's like 1 rookie and 2 rebels in a 4-hour mission. Advanced coil guns. At long last, we can make real weapons. The Mag Shorty is here. Scattergun, Gauss Cannon. Fantastic. Why didn't it say anything about the rifle one? I think that just doesn't say that for some reason. Ooh, plasma rifle, 18 days. I would love to do that. Still haven't even done mobile armor yet. But what I need to do is get intel. So we're going to come down here and we're going to research the data caches. 2 days apiece, great. We'll just repeat them till we run out. Then we'll switch to the other ones, repeat those until we run out. It's actually only 34 hours, which is like a lot less than 2 days, but that's okay. Viteus recovered from ruins. Blue screen rounds have been completed. They're added to the inventory. Proving rounds. What else can we build here? Anything fun? Tact vest, medicine. I do have a decent amount of supplies, but you know, I'm going to need those supplies to buy guns the next time I go out. I think 1 spark's enough. Barely going to get that one leveled anyway. Tact vest, you say? Is it worth it? Probably not. Venom rounds. Battlefield medicine. It wouldn't be bad. I gotta do it eventually, I guess. Let's do it. Actually, I don't really have to do it eventually. I've never even used them before. It looks like Svetlana's done in 1 hour with training. We now have Solace. Can someone else go in here? Nope. No, they cannot. Can we throw, like, a liaison over here who might root out a faceless, like a high-ranking Svetlana? A very, very maybe. Or, alternatively, put them in Western Europe, but no, I think we're fine there. Let's keep going. New mission. Looks like a 7-day, 1 hour sabotage, get attention, 26 intel. Well, considering... It's moderate, though. Never mind. Considering how much strength is there as it is, I was gonna probably do it. Wow, 8 strength, 9 strength, and New Indonesia's down to 5. Apparently, we've turned that around. We can do missions there. Let's go full-on intel and throw someone in here to start gearing us up to find someone, do something. Paul, you can go in for now. And we scan. 4 hours. Another mission pops up. We have 8 days, 5 hours, smash and grab. Operation Troublesome Crevice. Yeah, I can't not queue that up. That sounds way too fun. And here's the squad. Russell, Paul, Johnny 5, Run PMC, Macronova, and Victor. Look at this squad. It is super pro. But guess what, though, friends? Guess what? It is finally time. Weapons, coil rifle, Gauss cannon, Gauss long rifle, scattergun. That's the one I want. 60 supplies, 3 alloys, 5 Illyrium. We have all of this. Awesome. Let's build not 1, but actually 2 of them. Let's build in a sub-coil on top of that while we're here. And I'll think about building some more stuff a little bit in the future. What about these things, though? Arc Blade, I think Russell has one. Hollow Targeter Mark II, we don't need. Fibroblade, I don't think we're using. Mag Shorty, oh my god. Macronova, you're here. You're here, and you can have that. Fantastic. Let's throw one in. And let's come back and equip all these things. So, number 1, run PM3, strip your weapon upgrades. Great. Bam! You have transcended to the levels of the Wassimulator all over again, except this time there is no Wasimi. That was sad. I missed the Wasimi. Elite Hair Trigger, because I think you do... Wait, no. Do you have close combat? No, you don't have close combat specialist. I do think we want Elite Autoloader, definitely Elite Laser Sight, and probably Expanded Magazine. Sure. Save the Elite one for someone else. Macronova, you're going to need your brand new Mag Shorty. The old one did 5 to 9 with 15%. The new one does 9 to 15 with 15%. That's pretty cool. Wish it had carried a little bit more ammo, though. Let's strip your weapon upgrades. Bam. Forget the stutter mag. You're going to go straight to a subcoiler. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. We're finally getting somewhere at long last. We definitely need expanded magazines. I'm not sure if we need an elite one or not. Probably should save those for the gunners, but regardless, I've been doing that forever. Can we find an advanced laser sight for sure? And how about hair trigger, auto-load? I guess we'll just do basic auto-loaders. For whatever reason, I don't have very many of them. Victor, you're up as well. Strip weapons, bam. Scattergun, and whatever your awesome mods were before. Wait, no, not hair trigger. You must not have had that. Probably a laser sight, for sure. Autoloader, I'm sure. And I guess you probably had an advanced suppressor, but you know what? That one time you really needed to reload. So why don't we give you an advanced expanded magazine on top of that? Fantastic. Look at these upgrades. Also, Russell needs a scattergun, I just now realized. Let's come in and build him a subcoiler. Fantastic. Look at the upgrades. This is going to be the first legitimate mission I've done in some time. Some time indeed. What do we do here, though? So we're usually flanking with a hit and run. So that's going to mean some kind of a laser sight. We'll go for that. Probably, if we're going to shoot, we need some kind of advanced autoloader. And maybe we're not ever going to overwatch, so I could go an advanced suppressor. Do we need an expanded magazine? We probably almost never shoot enough, so we'll go for the suppressor here for the future. And there we go. This is looking much better. Can I build another Psi-Amp for Paul? That probably makes a lot of sense. Are they in this thing? No, I think they're down here. Unfortunately, we don't have too many of these chrysalid... Oh, no, what are they called? Sectoids? Psi-Amp, where are you, friend? Advanced Psi-Amp, bam. Yep, there we go. Our only sectoid corpse for the... It's gonna go right to Paul's back, I suppose. And can we give him something more fun? Oh, we have plasma grenades now? We have blue screen? Oh, that's so cool. We're not gonna use any of that stuff, though. And yeah, otherwise, we're looking pretty good. We do have some shredder rounds here. It might make more sense to get the shredder rounds to Macronova and the AP ammo to run PMC. Oh, whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Kick Macronova out. Reason being that Macronova has rapid fire now. He can shoot multiple times. And he doesn't do the most damage. He's not really spec'd for cool things. So this is more of like a utility thing for him. And otherwise, I think we're good. Everyone is super decked out. We can even over-infiltrate this quite a bit, and this squad is ridiculous. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what, so I'm just going to click the button, and we'll live with whatever it is later. Off we go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Done. Now we scan, data cache, a couple days, 35 intel. Let's repeat. This time it's 3 days. Last time was 36 hours. So granted, it does round up, I think, to the nearest day. We're going to need a lot more intel than that. 46, we need 200 to hit the black site. It's going to take a few days for sure. Combat awareness, yep, whatever. New target acquired. Looks like we have a 1-day smash and grab in Western Europe, which I would have liked to have done, but 1 day is not enough. We're down to a few hours here on our data cache. Bam, we're done. Another 37. Let's repeat for the third time. This time around, we're up to 4 days. I guess it's not going up as much as I remember it going up. Which makes me wonder if I should have sold all the ones that I did. How long till this troop column? We got 9 hours. Let's keep scanning. And there we go. Looks like we hit 9 hours. Inessa Ananyeva, recruited in West Asia. Was that correct? Over here? I guess we just go supply. Are we ever going to do any... Why do I have 5 people on intel in a strength 9 region? We're not doing anything in there. You know what? I think we're done here. I think... I do have the network tower. Let's just put pretty much everyone on hiding. Like, there's no sense for me to do any other thing here. We'll take Zanai out as well. Maybe I'll do the network tower, but a strength 9 network tower? I've never done anything like that. I don't even know what that means. Strength 10 in New India now. I still have supplies I can go pick up. Hey, why don't I go pick those up while I'm... Oh, wait, no, I have that mission to run. Never mind. Hopefully, by the end of this mission, I'll remember to run that. Wow, it's up to heavy now. What's that, like 27 or something? 25, 26, 27? That is serious business right there. Very serious business, but we're also bringing a very serious squad. Wow. Okay, well, serious squad versus serious business. When's we returning? For now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Alright, well, I think I have to do this with Mitch. It's too good of an opportunity. 100%, 100%. They're 29 damage hit. Mitch, bam. Okay, actually used Kubi-Killy for the first time ever. Executed. Repeater, 0%.